Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, act like you know. It's going down, I'm your captain. It's going down, I'm your captain. It's going down, I'm your captain. It's going down, I'm your captain now. It's going down, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down. I'm your captain now. It's going down, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down. This is how you start a fresh rap with a new track. Put your seatbelts on, prepare for the impact. In fact, I did that with less than a six-pack. But don't drink and drive, cause it's easy to sense that. The beat a crash dummy, don't smile, ain't nothing funny. Learned a long time ago, you catch more bees with honey. My flow is like vinegar, ooh, that's nasty. I'm a goalie in the streets, ain't nothing hurt getting past me. Chemicals and acid in my pen when I write it. Let it seep into your ears, brain, skin, don't fight it. Relax yourself, let your conscience be free. I gave you the medicine, don't blame your stress on me. I kill a rapper on TV for the loot if you let me. Look at her, I'm a savage with a style so heavy. D, look at me, fresh as I can be. Casket clean, always draped up to the T. Ooh, it's going down, I'm your captain. It's going down, I'm your captain. It's going down, I'm your captain. It's going down, I'm your captain now. It's going down, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down. I'm your captain now. It's going down, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down. Yeah, I walk inside your building, take over your whole facility. New sheriff in town, I don't know if you feeling me. Better listen up quick, pink slip in your mailbox. Feel like you was assaulted, I guess is what you tell cops. You're fired. When I fired the 45, you not fit for this position, the whole country tired. Never no more am I ever turn
Alrighty. Hey, EJ Hawk on the mound for NC. 3-9 on the season, 5.44 ERA, 89.1 innings, 18 games. None of them against Hanwha though. Last year he did pitch against Hanwha in one game. Yeah. Hanwha trying to not be awful. I don't know. Maybe the other guys are just too old. Again, I don't know. Did you watch my my preview, the video I uploaded today? But Ejin Young, swing and a miss there, and we are underway. I even talked about An Shi-hong. I talked about how An Shi-hong against sidearm pitching hits 265 or 285. That's a strike there. Peraza, I think, also hits like 280 or something against them. So honestly, I have no idea. Yeah, against sidearmers, Peraza hits 447. So it's very important to keep the two guys out that are hitting 400 and higher. It does help your team to win. All right, the 1-2 pitch to Ejin Young lays off of it, and that is in the dirt. It's 2-2. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I have no idea. There's a swing and a miss, and he is now 0 for 5 on the season against sidearmers. All right, so that's going to bring up Guan. I don't think he's actually faced any side armors. EJ Hawk gives up a lot of home runs. I believe he's 16th in the league with homers given up. Guan looks at a strike in there, and it's 0-1. 556 on the season, 10 for 18, 3 homers for the former Cubs prospect turned Hanwha Eagle. And that misses upstairs, 1-1. He doesn't walk a lot of guys, so Hanwha will need to actually hit. A lot of their guys do hit well against the sidearmers, though. But again, the main ones are not even in the lineup today, as that is lifted into left and 2 away. What is this like? You're probably too young, but like MySpace ranking your guys. Everybody has very positive advantages. I have never banned anyone from chats. Yeah, do you remember the friends list? As Moon Bin will step in and looks at ball one. Like ranking your friends over on is it the top 8 or something? All right, Moon Bin 267 on the young season. That means a lot, man. I think Tom was my only friend on MySpace, and where's he been since? I haven't seen him in the chat once. I haven't seen him watching my streams. Thanks a lot, Tom. The last 5 games from Moon Hyun Bin, 308. He's over at third base again today. And the 1-1 pitch in there for strike 1 and 2. I thought him and I were friends, but I guess not. All right, 1-2, and that is going to be lined into left field, and Hanwha's got a base runner. Only took 2 outs today, and we are in business. Not we. I have nothing to do with any of it. I can never tell how old EJ Hawk is. EJ Hawk, sometimes he looks like he's 45, and other times he looks like he's 22. But he is in the middle of that. He is 33, I think. 32, 33, 34, something like that. All right, Noshiwan steps in. He's DHing today. Averages fallen down to 269 on the season, and that's in the dirts. Moon Hyun Bin stays. Yeah, just a sec. Why are you wearing that, dude? That's so hot. And a swing and a miss there. Just like it said. Gu Young-ho. I wonder if it actually has his, yeah. Oh. Gu Young-hae. Gu Young-hae. And that. It's written Ku, but it's more Gu. Gu Young-hae. Yeah, that's if you look, it's very similar to Hanwha, but it would be like Hanwha. And that check over on Munyan Bin, and he's back easily. Where's Mary Kate? She's missing the white face as the cheerleaders are all painted, lathered up in sunscreen, and 34 degrees outside, just the temperature. And that is a strikeout looking. And that'll end Hanwha's first inning. They get a hit, though. They get a hit, ladies and gentlemen. They get a hit. They leave them on base, but they got a hit. Here, do you mean Daejeon, or are you in Changwon? Did you make your way down to Changwon? Oh, I have not been out. I don't think I've been outside in 3 days, man. 2 days, something like that. Oh, I have no desire to do anything that requires me to leave from in front of a fan. All right, Hanwha will head out to play some defense. Guan Guangmin in left, pretty much the exact same thing. Kim Tae-yeon plays at first now. Lee Jae-won behind the plates. Barria on the mound. 5.84 ERA on the season, 5-6, 17 games, 77 innings, 72 strikeouts, 16 walks, 315 batting average against. He does give up some homers, ladies and gentlemen. And the man that you do not want to see, that if you give up homers, is right there. Hanwha's awful against NC. The only people that are worse at is Lotte. And that's mainly because they are so bad against Lotte in Busan. Man, you know what? I think these guys just watched my preview and said, hey, we're going to put these same stats up. The new ones? All right, the first pitch is the ball. So, Park Min-woo, 333 on the season. I can't believe they're making them wear hanboks. One pitch. All right, here we go. There's a strike, fouled away, 1-1. There is nobody at the stadium. I tried to buy some online, but I never could. Did you just go to random 7-Elevens and buy some? And that's Mrs. Lowe, 2-1. Like, do these people not have sweat glands? So, Park Min-woo against Barria, 1 for 3. Again, Barria has only pitched in one game so far against NC, as that's in there for a strike. No, it's they sweat, but they don't have the enzyme that makes your sweat smell. As that is going to be a 4-3 ground out, and first one down, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just end the game here. Hanwha wins. They had more hits. We will all go take naps and go look at 7-Eleven for some cards. Man, you even making your kid wear a hanbok? I don't care if it is Chuseok. Oh, I just hit something on my fan. I don't know what I hit. It feels way better. All right, the 1-0. That is lined. John Jin Hyuk is in center today, and that is 2 away. Two quick outs for Jamie Barria, and that is a fantastic thing for Hanwha. All right, Matt Davison, $2.99 on the season, 44 homers. Well, and that is lined straight at the center fielder. 3 up, 3 down for Hanwha. Put it on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Put all your money on Hanwha. This game is pretty much over. Wow. The stadium is always empty because NC has the smallest fan base in the league and the biggest stadium. It's also 34 degrees. They're playing Hanwha, who's awful, and NC is only worse in terms of the standings. Barria, 8 pitches in that inning, ladies and gentlemen. 8 pitches. That brings him to 8 on the day, if my math serves me correctly. Changwon, where NC's home stadium is actually the smallest. They have 1 million people in that area. But NC, so that area used to be the second home of Lotte. It's where their Lotte's second home used to be. So most of the fans in that area are Lotte fans. But I really actually do like Changwon's area around the stadium is very, very nice. There's lots of room to do stuff. And also on top of that was that in the area, all the businesses of like the whole town, the whole city, the whole area has accepted the dinos. There's lots of stuff that's is integrated in between the city and the team, which is not something that is anywhere else that I've been to. All right, Kim Tae-yeon will step in, fouls the first pitch directly back, and I have to find his music again because I moved everything. So 298 on the season, 12 homers. All right. And the 0-1 swing and a miss. Kim Tae-yeon against NC, hitting 300. Right now, upper 90s, mid 90s. $93 degrees right now. I'm gonna tell you this. As someone who lived in Colorado, who lived in Vegas, and it is as that is another strikeout looking, his third strikeout of the day. Korean temperature is not fun. It is so humid here because, you know, you're surrounded on 3 sides by water. It is super humid. It is miserable. The 34 is, just the temperature. It's over 100 with the heat index. All right, John Jin Hyuk will step in now. I didn't have to refind all of my music. Yeah, it is something, man. And also, they're playing at 2 in the afternoon. The highest temperature is between 1 and 3, as that's also a strike. But it's so dry. Like, I remember summers in Colorado, it was like super dry. So, yeah, 95 was like 70 here, as that's in the dirts. That's why you get all the fresh pow pow. You get all the sweet pow pow up in the mountains because it's so dry. Not that super wet stuff like Mammoth. All right, filed away. Stays 1 and 2. Yeah, winters here are super dry though. Winters here, everybody's putting on lotion like crazy. Yeah, it's really difficult. Like, until you come and experience it, it is so hard to explain. Again, I lived all over the US before I moved to Korea, so yeah, it's not fun. As that is lined foul. Ball boy bobbles it, but makes the play with his bare hand after it bounces off of his glove. So 16 pitches in the first inning for EJ Hawk, and he's sitting at his 10th pitch of this inning, and that's outside at 2 and 2. Yeah, and another thing is so obviously you've been to baseball games. You know that whatever side the home team is, the sun is usually at their back. And there's another swing and a miss. That's 3 straight strikeouts. His 4th on the day, and he is dealing. So you have all the Hanwha fans are just sitting there with sun baking down on them. There is no cover whatsoever. But that's why I'm inside. That's why I'm here and not there, and why you are here with me. All right, Wong Young Mook will step in now. Looks at strike 1, and this is fun. So 304 on the season for Wong Young Mook. His rookie year after playing on the Chaegang Yagu Monsters team last year. Moved to Hanwha has been a staple in the lineup and in the infield, as he's played second, short, and third this season. Fouls that one away, keeps it or makes it 1 and 2. He connects with about 80% of his swings, so he does foul a ton of them off. All right, at the 1-2 pitch, another swing and a miss. 5 strikeouts, 4 in a row, 3 in this inning, and we'll go to the bottom of the second, and Hanwha didn't leave anybody on base that inning. There's that. So yeah. They did not leave anybody on base, and he threw more pitches that inning. 18 pitches that inning instead of 16 like the first. All of the good things that you could possibly think of. They are just wearing down the pitcher by making him throw strikeouts. Slowly wearing them down so that Hanwha can come back. Oh. The Guanidong will lead off. He is the one with the very interesting approach. Yep. Hanwha is not worrying about baseball. It's all about psychology. They are playing 12D chess. Unfortunately, this is 3D baseball. And probably it's not going to help. But the thought's there. All right, Barria, only 8 pitches in that first inning, and Guanidong will step in, looks at ball 1. Guanidong, his daughters threw out the first pitch, and they literally have the exact same batting stance that he does. And that's in there for a strike, 1-1. Another strike on the inside, and a 1-2 count early here. Barria. Guanidong 302 on the season for NC. I believe he leads the league in outfield assists also. So playing solid defense. Yeah. All right, the 2-1. And fouls that away. Why did it say 2-1? It was a 2-2. All right. Well, we got a 2-2, and that's fouled away again. I mean, did you see the starting lineup for Hanwha? That's going to be right back at Barria. He catches it, tosses it, and 1 away. All right, first pitch in there for another strike, and Hanwha Barria is doing his stuff. Debated. And outside, 1-1. The old Hanbok with the NC Dinos uniform. I believe those are official vintage, as that's in there for a strike on the inside corner, and it's 1-2. And that's outside. 2-2. Barria is 10 pitches there so far this inning. Something you got to watch for him. Over 15 pitches in an inning is when he's really going to start wearing down. If he gets to the 20 mark, yeah, the inning's pretty much going to unravel as that's fouled away and stays 2-2. Yeah. As bad as that sounds, yeah. Yeah, about 15 in an inning, it starts to throwing heavy. He's throwing low 90s. Mass equals gas, as that's line or popped up to the center fielder, and 2 away. Looked like a liner off the bats, but it just hung up. It is actually fast for the KBO, though. Anybody that throws 150 is throwing heat in the KBO. But Barria, first 5 up, first 5 down, and we will go to Kim Song-wook. Ball 1 on the outside. Yeah, Barria about 15 to 20. He is iffy. 22 plus is dangerous territory. All right, the 1-0 and fouls that one away, and it's 1-1. All right, here comes the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away, 1-2. When Barria first came to Korea, he was a big strikeout pitcher. He had his slider working really well. Was striking out a lot, but they quickly realized that his slider was the exact same slider that Pena threw, and just started depositing it in the stands whenever it was across the plate. That misses low, 2-2, and we are getting ready for pitch number 17 of the inning. And the slow roller, Moon Bin grabs it, the throw in time, and a 3 up, 3 down again. We will go to the 3rd inning, and we've got zeros. Zeros, and some zeros. You gotta keep them off balance. Every once in a while, you throw the old 65-mile-per-hour heater. The old floater. Scuffy McGee. I ain't seen the floater since Scuffy McGee. Zoom it in there. Zoom it in there. Zoom it. What a great movie, even though it is about the Cubs. Baseball movies. Pun. I'm gonna get a copyright strike because I'm word for word saying these Korean commercials, But EJ Hawk will step in now, or on the mound. He has struck out the last 4 batters he's faced. So he's got 5 strikeouts on the day. He struck out his last 4, and he's going to face Ido Yoon. Hey. And looks at strike 1. Ido Yoon hitting 385 against the old sidearmers himself. Pops that one up. Second baseman out under it. And 1 away. Well, thank you, YouTube. I'll have to send YouTube I don't know, whatever, a Chuseok gift. Welcome, welcome. Just in time to see Hanwha score some runs. And EJ Wan fouls that one straight back. All right, the 0-1. Oh, my lord, 0-2. All right, here we go now, EJ. In 3 hours, it just started. As EJ Wan lifts that to right under it, and that is 2 away. So we've got EJ Hawk on the mound, just dealing today. Hopefully he suffers the same fate that Weiss suffered on Sunday. Cruising through 2 2/3 so far. We're gonna go back to the top of the lineup. Lee Jin Young, he struck out in his first at-bats, and he's 0 for 5 against the sidearmers on this season. Looks at ball 1 as he offers the bunt, pulls it back. Average sitting at 211 now on the season for today's right fielder. Some plays some left, plays some center, plays some right. And that's way outside, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Ooh, just misses. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I literally have no idea. Who's getting copyright strikes? Not me. And in there for a strike. I said they were gonna give me one for saying everything perfectly. That was a joke about my awful Korean pronunciation, actually. All right, the 3-1 pitch ripped into right field. That's gonna roll into the corner. As that's gonna be a double. Is he gonna go to third? No, he's gonna stay at second, and Hanwha's got themselves a 2-out double. No, I'm pretty careful about all the copyright stuff. Even like the music you guys hear that I play in the background, I actually go through and I test every single song that I play before, in order to see if any of them give copyright violations. Any of them that give me a copy. So there's a couple things. I don't know if you guys have YouTube channels where you're uploading videos or whatever, but we'll get to it just a sec. So Guan Guangmin steps in now, and that is a strike. So like there's obviously music you can just play. Then there's music that you can play, but if you're monetized, the people's music, they let you use it, but they get all your money. I'm not monetized, so it doesn't really matter. And then there's other ones that strike you, meaning you have to take it down. And not only do you have to take it down, is that's in there for a strike. If you get 3 copyright strikes in like 30 days or 90 days or something, they shut down your channel and you can't make another one anywhere. So, but no, I'm pretty careful about it. In the dirts there, 1 and 2 to Guan Guangmin, 0 for 1 on the day. Flew out to left field in his first at bat. Thank you. Speaking of music, though, I do think music might be a little loud on my most recent video. Sorry. Trying to fine-tune the old review preview videos before the playoffs. All right, the 1-2 pitch to Guan Guangmin. Eugene Young over at second base. And a swing and a miss. And another strikeout, is 6th of the day, and Hanwha leaves another one on base. They have had 2 on, and both of them have not moved, as they are 0 and 2 with runners on base. Well, how many pitches are there? A whole 11. Apparently they didn't get the memo about the whole run the pitch count up thing. I guess they don't want to do it every single inning, because then NC will catch on, I guess. I guess that's what it is. So Barria will come back out. He's, well, probably the best he's thrown in about 2 months. Since his first month in the league, I would say. All right, bottom of the 3rd coming up. Barria, 26 pitches through 2 innings so far. He will face Dote Hoon. Dote Hoon. Dote. So, Barria, 3 up, 3 down in the first, 3 up, 3 down in the second. And he will face Dote Hoon from the left side. He hasn't faced, I don't know if he's faced any left-handers yet. It's Kim. As that misses on the inside. Yeah. So this will be the first lefty that he faces. Against lefties, is that one is lifted up into the air. A left fielder under it. And 1 away. So lefties are hitting 326 against him. So, but NC is mainly a right-handed lineup. Next up is going to be the guy that I said that you have to watch, Kim Hyung Jun. He has not had a good season. 196 on the season, but is hitting well over 300 against Hanwha, as that's up and in, and it's 1-0. 196 on the season, 16 home runs, but 3 of those home runs have been against Hanwha. And the 1-0 pitch in there for a strike on the outside. Now 1-1. All right, 1-1 pitch. Fouled straight back, 1-2. Barria, no strikeouts yet on the day, but strikeout percentage for the NC Dinos. Kim Hyung-jun enjoying a top spots, 34%, almost 35%. And that just misses low and outside, whichever one you'd want to pick, and it's 2-2. Kim Young-jun was the under 23 and under starter, as that's the first strikeout of the day, and that's not going to help his stats. First strikeout of the day for Barria, and he's got 2 away here in the 3rd inning. Swing and a miss there, and that's 0-1 from the bottom of the lineup. Number 9 hitter, Han Suk-hyun. 239 on the season. Hasn't played much. But that will be the end of the no-hitter and the perfect game, as he is going to cruise into second base. And just like Hanwha on the top of the 3rd, they've got a 2-out double. Bottom of the lineup versus the top of the lineup for Hanwha. So 2 outs, double into the corner. Interesting. Hanwha's right fielder doubled into the right field corner with 2 outs in the top of the 3rd. NC's right fielder doubled into the right field corner with 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd. Park Min-woo steps in. He looks at strike 1, grounded into a 4-3 double play, or 4-3. This is a 4-3 ground out. You can't hit into a double play when you're the leadoff batter in the 1st inning. But the 0-1 pitch misses way inside as he tries to untie his shoes with the baseball. All right, the 1-1 pitch misses inside, 2-1. 11 pitches now in this inning. Pitch number 12 coming up. Again, I talked about it earlier. Once he gets to 15, it starts to get shaky. He's got the top of the lineup and a left-handed hitter. Lefties are 1 for 3 on the day. I wonder how many uniforms they take on these road trips, because they had 3 games in Busan, and then Changwon is right next to Busan, so I can't imagine that they drove all the way back to Daejeon to go back to Changwon. And that is outside, ball 3 in the first full count of the day. Chopped foul. The 3-2 counts, and we'll have another one. This is where he starts to struggle as far as individual batters. He gets that full count. He's throwing pitch number 7 to this batter, where he's not able to quite get them out, and then he doesn't get the break that a fly ball or something like that would do. Sets up on the inside, swing and a miss, and he gets out of it. I think he might have gotten a piece of it, but that'll be strikeout number 2 for Barria, and we will go to the 4th inning. We've got zeros for everyone. Except you. You're not a 0. Barria, 16 more pitches that inning, leaves him at 42. 45 for the NC sidearmer. We've got ourselves a pitching duel in NC. Not what anyone was expecting. Elsewhere around the league, Kia and SSG are tied at goose eggs. Then KT's up 1-0 against Kium. LG's up 3-0 against Lotte, and Doosan is up 2-1 against Samsung. In the middle of that's the 3-4-5. So Samsung and Kia are separated by 8. Kia clinched the Korean Championship with their win yesterday against KT. So Kia has a bye straight to the Korean series. The worst Kia can finish on the season is runner-up in the Korean series. Samsung is sitting pretty. They're 5 games ahead of LG for that second spot, which means the worst that they could finish would be 3rd. LG only has a 2.5 game up on Doosan and 3 games up on KT, which means the 3-4-5 is still up for grabs. SSG is kind of there. They are behind basically too many in the actual the win departments in the win column to be able to do something. Nobody's eliminated from the playoffs except for Kium. SSG is down 2 from KT, but despite the fact that they've played 2 less games, they're down 3 in the win department, which means they have to win 4 more games than KT wins in order to take over that spot with just 10 games left. So if KT were to go 0-8, SSG would have to go 4-6. But Moon Bin, the 0-1 pitch as he fouled that little bunt off, and that's in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Moon Bin singled in the first inning, broke up the perfect game in the no-hitter. Didn't want to keep people waiting for it, so what a gentleman. Playing third base for the 2nd straight game in a row. Sorry, 3rd. That's in there. Was he DHing or was he playing 3rd that day? I don't know. He does not even have a third baseman's glove. He actually uses Noshiwan's glove over at 3rd. Maybe they'll zoom in on it a little bit later as he says Noshiwan number 8's on the glove. And the 1-2 pitch, that's going to be a slow roller to the first baseman, and 1 away. A little late in the season to get himself a third baseman's mitts. Maybe he'll add that to his selection. He's got played center field last year out of need as Hanwha once again had no center fielder, and again, so the off season they didn't sign a center fielder, but they did sign a corner outfielder for in Peraza. All right, Noshiwan steps in. Looks, it's ball one way out in the other batter's box, and it's 1-0. Struck out looking in his first at bats. Average down to 269, or I think that's what it said. The guy has got to be hot as heck as he fouls. That's one away. 1-1. All right, 1-1 misses. 2-1. There's all the Americans' favorites mascots. You renamed him Swole Daddy. Dandy and I don't know what their names are. One of them is Dandy. Man, like how sweaty is that hat? You're wearing a giant pillow on your head. All right, well, here comes the 3-1 pitch to Noshiwan. Way outside, and that's ball 4, and the first walk of the day. There we go. Hanwha's got themselves base runners. Or base runner. Kim Tae-yeon. What is he looking at? And that'll be it for Noshiwan. As Lee Sang-hyuk will pinch run. They think that this is the game. Lee Sang-hyuk will pinch run for Noshiwan. You know, they're like, I don't know what's going on. Go. All right. Kim Dae-yeon, well, you can have some music, sir, after I get all this situated here. And that misses upstairs. 1-0. Again, very quick to pull the plug on Noshiwan. I think he's pretty much given up on the season. Very, very interesting play there. All right, Lee Sang-hyuk over, or Hyuk. And doesn't go, and that's ball 2, 2-0. DJ Hawk does not walk a lot of batters. 40 walks on the entire season. Was cruising through the first time in this lineup, and now he's given up a double last inning to the leadoff batter, and then a walk to Noshiwan, and Kim Tae-yeon is now 2-0. As that one is lifted, going right to the warning track. And don't run on him. Like I said earlier, he leads the league in outfield assists. He would fool you. Like, if you were to look at his highlight reel, just looking at him and his batting stance, You would not think he had ever seen a baseball field before. But despite that, he is not only pretty good, he's an all-star. But John Gene Hyuk was not an all-star except in the eyes of the ladies and of Nick, and that is ball one. Struck out in his first at-bats, 268 now on the season for Hanwha's center fielder. I would say everyday center fielder at this point, and we'll see. And a check over on Isang Hyuk. John Jin Hyuk and Isang Hyuk. And another throw over, and he slides back in. Again, the KBO does not have the maximum 3 disengagements or whatever you call it in the MLB. And the 1-0 pitch catches the outside corner, 1-1. There are no Manfred rules with the amount of times you can throw over. No ghost runners on the bases after X amount of innings, or after into extra innings. And the 1-1 pitch. Pops him up. Third baseman giving chase, but that is a souvenir for the Hanwha fans that brought their umbrellas to the game. All right, we've got a 2-2 count now, and we'll do this one. All right, the 1-2 pitch outside, 2-2. And 2 strikeouts in the first, 3 strikeouts in the second, 1 in the 4 and the third. None yet in this inning, but he's got himself a 2-2 count with 2 outs, runner on first. Pitch number 17 of this inning, and he goes, but he'll have to walk back as that is fouled off. He'll respray down his hands and his bats. Again, there is no pine tar in the KBO. They have this spray stuff that works really well, actually. All right. Let's see if he runs again. We'll give him some running music, ladies and gentlemen. Not able to hold on to foul tip, and it stays 2-2. Did not go on that, surprisingly. Right into the mitts. As we'll see if Hanwha makes him pay for the extra swing. We'll see how many extra pitches he throws too. As the 2-2 pitch once again coming across, pops him up, and another souvenir for the umbrella clad over on the third base side. All right. We will have another 2-2 pitch because 2-2 pitches are cool. Pitch number 8 of this at-bat. And a swing and a miss on a pitch that almost takes out his ankle, and that will end the threats. Hanwha once again hitless with runners on base, and we will go to the bottom of the 4th. Barria, plenty of time to cool down and rest over there in the Hanwha dugout, so he should be ready to go. 20 pitches that inning for the right-handed sidearmer for NC. Again, for those of you not aware or not Korean readers or speakers, they are taking a little bit longer in between innings as they're spraying down the fields because it is so hot in Korea, and it's so so they are taking the time, a little bit extra time in between innings to spray and cool down things. So if you are wondering why it takes so long to get back. What? I don't get this commercial. Are you worried about losing your hair? Are you worried about thinning hair? Don't worry. Use this product. We will show a bunch of people that are 35. I wonder what those apartments across the streets. Again, this is a big star in the outfield, just left of center. Alrighty, we are back. We will have Barria still out on the mound. 2 strikeouts in his last inning. Had a double sandwiched in between them, but Kim Ju-won will step in now as he looks at strike 1 in there. 0-1. 256 on the season for the NC shortstop. He will hit a home run or two, so have to make sure you don't leave one out over there. And lifts that one up. Right fielder coming in, grabs it, and that's 1 away. Sounded like a little bit of a broken bat on that swing. All right, the man that you definitely can't leave anything near the middle of the plate, Davison, is stepping in. DHing today, sitting at 44 home runs, trying to get to that 50 mark. 298 now on the average. Sets up on the outside and swing and a miss at a pitch in the other batter's box. Didn't even have to wait for the 0-2 pitch to throw it in the other batter's box. Yes, candidates. And lays off of that one. Swings at the pitch in the other batter's box, but lays off of the pitch in the strike zone. And now we've got an 0-2 pitch. He's already wasted his pitch in the other batter's box. What is he going to do now? Goes back to the other batter's box, and that's in the dirt. 1-2. Yeah, Austin Dean, Rojas, Davison, and Kim Do-young would, and Kyle Hart would all be up there. It's surprising, the best pitcher and the lead home run leader are both on the same team, but they're in 9th place. As that's a check swing, rolls foul. What a play by the ball boy. Dean is having a slightly better year than last year. Obviously, he is leading the league in RBIs. They set a record for LG. Moves Cheon Sung down to the third spots. And that misses upstairs 2-2. Alright, so Barria is getting ready to throw pitch number 50. He is really good up until the 60-70 mark. He cannot throw more than 80. As that's going to be a ground ball back up the middle, and Davison has made his way on base. The DH, we'll see if they pinch run for him, thinking that this is the game. No, they don't, surprisingly. Golfs, that was about 6 inches off the ground. Ito Yoon, the diving attempt, but not able to grab it. And Guanidong looks at strike one down the old middle. 0 for 1 on the day. He grounded back to the pitcher in the second inning, hitting .301 now on the season. Giving Barria the eyes. And foul. Almost into the TVing sign, and it's 0-2. Oh, Motorio. Oh, Motorio. Oh, whoa. That's a strange. Might have hyperextended his elbow a little bit on that follow through. We'll see if they put somebody in right field for him. And the 0-2 fouls that away. In the 0-2, you got to go into the other batter's box. It is thy rule of thy Hanwha Eagle. It is written in the bylaws by the original Bingray Eagles. Pitch number 12 of this inning for Barria, and that is lifted to the center fielder under it, and 2 away. He he's done for the day. As he grimaced a little as he hit that. Maybe his back. Yeah, it definitely seems like his back. Maybe his lower back is a swing and a miss there. 0-1. Kimmy Jeep steps in now. Flew out to center field in his first at-bats. And the 0-1 pitch lays off of it, and it's 1-1. Right, 1-1 pitch. Pak Jin? You mean for Lotte? I don't know. I always thought the two named guys were all righties, except for one. Pak Min, Pak Jin. All right, the 1-2 pitch. catches him looking at the bottom of the zone, and that will be strikeout number 3 on the day for Barria. And he keeps it a 0-0 game going to the 4th. Sorry, the 5th. Under 9.5? Yeah, but man, I don't think... When was the last time Barria didn't give up 6 runs? But he is dealing today, ladies and gentlemen. So, what is it in the last 2 months, though? That's the question. Yeah, I mean, so one of the many problems for Hanwha is they constantly they have the same players, but instead of trading away players to get a different player, instead they just change his position. But you don't play 20 years at one position to be suddenly changed to a new position as a professional. It's extremely, extremely difficult. So, like, a lot of left and right fielders for Hanwha are infielders. So, Guanidong is out. Wang Young Mook is in, and he is in the batter's box. Looks at ball 1. Chun Jae-won will be in left field now. And that's ball 2. And that's in there for strike at the bottom of the zone. 2-1. All right, quickly 2-1 count here, and that is a jumping catch by the third baseman, and what a play. What a play. You might try statics or stats, something like that. They're way better for the KBO. All right, so that's ball 1 to Ito Yoon. Do you ever go to the actual KBO? Do you ever go to the actual KBO website? And that's outside to 2-0. They actually have it's actually mandated by the Korean government to have English, so they have English part of their website. All right, the 2-0 pitch. That's going to be a single into left field, and Hanwha's got themselves another base runner. One thing I will tell you to make sure that you are double checking is who is eliminated from the playoffs, though. All right, EJ Wan now steps in. He is a candidate for the old DP, not the one that you're thinking about, and that's a strike. 0-1. All right, the 0-1 pitch to EJ Wan. Ito Yoon on first base. And that is crushed. Go. Goodbye. Wow, first home run of the season puts Hanwha up 2-0. Again, like I said in the beginning, EJ Hawk gives up home runs, 16th in the league in homers given up, and there you go. Mound visit from the catcher is, again, it's rather just went and got it. Hit the old cooler in the Hanwha dugouts. Runs back in, grabs the old ice packs around his neck, and hopefully he's not out of it after having to run around the bases. Eugene Young swing and a miss, 1-1. 1 for 2. He doubled in his last at bat, the first hit he has on the season against sidearmers. Average has jumped up to 222 now for Hanwha's right fielder in opening day roster, but swing and a miss there. Opening day roster, but had some surgery, shoulder surgery or something like that at some point in the season and missed 4 months or so. All right, the 1-2 pitch to Eugene Young sets up on the outside, doesn't go after it, and it's 2-2. All right, here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that's going to be lifted into right field, but caught and 2 away. All right, Guan Guangmin will step in. He is the recent addition, looking to add his own home run to the party, and we will see what he does here. That's going to be chopped foul, 0-1. Two years since he's had a home run. Did not have any home runs yesterday. I think he has 108 in his career. His career is like 18 years or something like that. as that misses upstairs. 1-1. I want to say 108. We'll double check here. Let's see. Yeah, 108. Make that 109 now as he misses upstairs. 2-1. Getting ready to go back out there on defense. Hanwha is scores a lot of runs in the 5th and the 8th innings. They are the 2 innings of Hanwha's choice. And that misses low. 3-1. Pitch number 83 from EJ Hawk there. 20 pitches in the last inning. Sitting now 65 through 4 innings. Pitch number 19 of this inning, and that just catches the outside. Second full count for Hanwha. They walked, or no, sorry, first full count for Hanwha. Second of the day, as Barria also had a full count. And here comes the 3-2 pitch. Outside, ball 4. Second walk of the day. Will he get through 5? Will he get through 5? That's going to bring up Moon Bin. He already has 1 single on the day. Moon Bin led off last inning with a ground ball to the first baseman. And looks at ball 1. Interesting. All right, 269 on the season for today's third baseman for Hanwha. Swing and a miss. 1-1 as he falls down. He was so excited about swinging at that. Just lulling him into throwing that pitch again. The 1-1 pitch. 1-2 on the day. Lays off of it, and the throw back over to first doesn't go, but Won Guangmin slides back in. He was worried about being a little too far off the bases. Solid blocking there from Kim Hyung-jun. Won Guangmin with plenty of speed. Big guy. Move around the bases fairly well. Plays some center field, left field, right field, first base. And the 2-1 pitch checks over on him, steps back, and we'll do it again. All right, here comes the 2-1 pitch. Sets up on the outside, misses on the outside, and that is now 3-1. And this is probably going to be his last batter. Is on deck is Isan Hyuk, but are they going to let him bat? Again, he pinch ran on Sunday, but they didn't even let him bat in the bottom of the ninth, or the top of the ninth, when Hanwha was down by like 10 runs. And that misses really bad, and that's ball 4. EJ Hawk, 90 pitches now. Struggling here. 25 pitches in this 5th inning. They will come out to take him out, and we will have ourselves a pitching change. No, they're not taking him out. Didn't bring a ball out, so just talking to him. Is Isang Yak going to bat? It looks like we're having a party out there. Umpire was a little upset he didn't get an invitation, so he jumps in front of the first baseman so that he can hear what's going on. And we will give him one more batter. Isang Hyuk will bat. Very surprising. 2-run game with runners on first and seconds. And no, there we go. I was going to say, no way were they going to actually let him bat. All right. Kim In-wan will pinch hit. And that's in there for a strike at the top. Again, you know, they didn't let him bat in a 9-run game on Sunday. They're not going to let him bat in a 2-run game with 2 runners on here in the 5th inning. She is excited. And pops him up. Center fielder over and under it. And that is 3 away. But Hanwha, they get 2 on the EJ1 2-run shot. Who had that on their board? Because I know I didn't. His first homer in 2 years. So here we go. Bottom of the 5th now. Barria been sitting for a while. Again, plenty of time to cool down and rest. EJ Hawk will be done for the day. 27 pitches in that inning. Gives him 92. Hanwha does finally get a hit with a runner on base, though. They've left 5 on base, but they only have 4 hits. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call skill. But they'll have Kim Sung-wook, Do Tae-hoon, and Kim Hyung-jun coming up for NC in the bottom of the 5th. Barria sitting at 58 pitches. But like I said before, once he gets to that 60 pitch on the day counts, he starts to get real iffy. Anything 60 to 70 is kind of iffy. 70 to 80 is real iffy. And 80 over is, why didn't you change him yet? So as soon as they get done cheering, everybody heads to the concourse, cools down, then they'll head back down as Barria is out there and ball 1. Why does it sound so bad in my earphone? All right, the 1-0 pitch to Kim Sung-wook, 0 for 1 on the day, grounded out to the 3rd baseman in his first at-bat, hitting .202 on the season. All right, the 1-1 pitch pops it up. And Moon Hyun Bin comes in, picks it up, and that'll be... Oh my lord, this sounds so bad. the broadcast just sounds absolutely awful.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we've got one away now. Pitch number 62 in there for a strike. Do Tae-hoon 0 for 1 on the day. Flew out to left field in his first at bat. Also hitting 202 on this season. And calls time. And all right, the 0-1 pitch. Way outside, 1-1. EJ Hawk doing a little coupon ordering over there. Nobody up in the bullpen. But I guess they don't really need anybody with the break coming up. And that's fouled away. Moves to 1-2. All right, the 1-2 pitch and misses 2-2. Barria has been gifted with plenty of time in between innings to get himself some rest and cool down. And that is lined into rights. The diving catch, but he's not able to stay with it. And that will be a double. The diving stop by E.J. Young, but it bounces out of his glove. And they've got a runner on second base now. It was hit hard. Hits off of, looks like the heel of his glove. And they've got runner on second now. Swing and a miss there. As Kim Hyung-jun will now step in 0 for 1 with a strikeout in his first at-bats. 195 on the season for the NC Dinos backstop. And looks at strike 2 on the outside. 0-2. Throw that slider off the plate again. Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. Sets up on the other batter's box. Goes there, but misses bad and fouls that away. All right, the 0-2 pitch once again. The EJ Wan set up in the other batter's box, but he missed over the plates. Goes right back there, but again, ball one. It just misses so much. They start it so far outside that very few people are ever going to swing at that. If you just started it a little closer to the zone and went out, like, you would get so many more. As again, going to the same exact thing. As Barria is now at 71 pitches. Remember what I just said. Remember what I just said. As that is going to be lifted into center field, 2 away. As they have hit the ball hard here in the the 5th inning here. That's going to bring up Han Sung-hyun, who doubled in his first at-bats. He is 1 for 1 on the day. Oh, I thought he was on second, but I guess he was only on first. Checks over and Ooh, fouls that right off of the shoulder of EJ Wan, and it's 0-1. All right, here comes the 0-1 pitch. Goes and fouls that one off. Makes it 0-2. 74 pitches now for Barria. Should be his last inning, but who knows? Who knows? Who knows? And swing and a miss at a pitch into the dirt, and that will be the end of the inning. That's strikeout number 4 for Barria, and we will take a little break, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back in just a few. Again, they do have a little bit longer for the breaks. They're right now, what you're watching is the last time NC and Hanwha played each other. Actually, not the last time. They think played on Wednesday also that's week. This is playing in Cheongju, which is the second home for Hanwha. Super, super tiny. They call it the ping pong table. Takujang. So they played 2 games there. One of the games was rained out, though. They haven't scheduled that game to be replayed yet, so that's why Hanwha and NC are missing 1 game. Hanwha and NC up until now have played 12 games, with NC winning 8 of them. But so Hanwha's 2-8-2 against NC. NC's two ties, and Hanwha has 2 ties, obviously against each other. So that's only 15 games. Each team plays each team 16 times per season. Usually it's 9 at one place. Or it's usually 8 and 8 or 9 and 7. Because they have 3-game series and then they add one later on. They only schedule 134 games when they make the schedule. And then later on, after they make the schedule, they add all of those rain delayed, rain out games, things like that. They add those to those 10 games that they didn't schedule, so that teams aren't playing 1-game series and things like that. So that's why Hanwha and NC have a 3-game series versus other teams that have like 1 game here, 1 game there, things like that. But yeah, so we should be coming back pretty soon. Again, they have a little bit. They have extending cleaning time events, or extended cleaning time. Cleaning time is Korea's version of the 7th inning stretch. They do it after the 5th inning, where all the players run out. The players that are not playing run out to do some really super light stretching, a couple jogs, and that's it. If you've ever listened to Eric Thames talking about his time in Korea, it is often used as a smoke break for a bunch of players. So, but hell yeah. It's too hot to play. I love it. It's too hot to play a regular game, but instead of moving the games to 5 p.m. because it's super, super hot, they decide to add 30 minutes of downtime for an extra minute or something of cleaning time or in between innings, so that fans can cool down a little bit and they can spray down the field. So, Yeong-chan on the mound now for NC. 5.65 ERA, 3-9, 16 saves, 2 holds, 54 games, 51 innings, 44 strikeouts, 22 walks, 346 batting average against, and a 1.86 whip. All right, so Hanwha with a 2-0 lead, and they will try to add on more. Kim Tae-yeon will lead things off for Hanwha. And looks it's ball 1. See if there's any other changes. Waiting. It looks like there's a new catcher. All right. The 1-0 pitch. No, same catcher. That's in there for ball 2. Kim Tae-yeon, 0 for 2 on the day, struck out looking in his first at-bats, flew out to left field in his second at-bats. Playing first base today instead of right, and that's in there for a strike at the top of the zone. Almost hits him in the hands, but all right, so the 2-1 pitch. And that is ripped right to the third baseman. Grabs and throws one away. Just saw somebody in the stands and in the behind home plate wearing a mask. I cannot imagine how bad that is. I just remember during Corona, Korea was very ahead of everything with it, but they also were very long with it, requiring lots of masks and stuff for way too long. But a lot of people still wear them, as that is a ground ball to the second baseman, and that's already 2 away, as he is now 0 for 3. But he got a hit, or he hit the ball, I should say, as the first 2 at-bats were both strikeouts. And quickly, 5 pitches, 2 outs. Wang Young-mook will step in now. He's 0 for 2. A very hard-hit liner in his last at-bat that third baseman jumped and snagged. A little starfish jump. And in there for a strike. Nick, you're going to have to, I would say you're going to have to sing Euro Girls music, but he's no longer on the team. Yeah. You're going to have to do Wang Young-mook's music too. All right, the 0-1 pitch. That's outside. And it's 1-1. All right, 1-1 pitch. Wang Young-mook. Swing and a miss as that drops out of the zone. Youngjan trying to grow his first facial hair. Commend him on the efforts. Couple more years and that'll fill in. And that is strike 3 looking. Hanwha goes 1, 2, 3 in the 6th. We'll see who comes out for the bottom of the 6th, as we've got ourselves a 2-0 game. Still courtesy of that EJ Wan, first in the 2-year homer. Will they send Barria back out? Would I send him out if I was the manager? Yes. He's at 75 pitches, but I would send him out if anybody gets on, he comes off. With a 1-run lead, I do not send him back out there, but with a 2-run lead, I feel confident in my pitcher's ability to get 1 out before he, a couple outs or whatever, before he lets anybody else on. 75 pitches. But what do I know? Pak Sang-won is coming out. We will see how this works. I just realized I never changed Lee Sang-hyuk. Lee Sang-hyuk is Kim In-won, and Barria is now Pak Sang-won. If you checked out my beautiful, beautiful pregame preview, you would have seen my thoughts on some of this stuff. As you've got a guy that's having a career year in appearances. 534 ERA, 2-3, 2 saves, 13 holds, 58 games, 57 and a third innings, 56 strikeouts, 25 walks, 242 batting average against, and a 1.24 whip. But he had an excellent August, was up for a pitcher of the year in August, but he has not pitched well lately. In the month of September, a 10.38 ERA in 5 games. His last 5 games, he has given up 2 runs, 1 run, and 2 runs with a slow grounder to Kim Tae-yeon over grabs and 1 away, 1 pitch, 1 out, and that helps things out when you get the leadoff batter on the 1 pitch. Next up, Kim Ju-won. All right, I'm back. Ball 1. Had a little sneeze. Didn't think you guys wanted to listen to it, so yeah. All right, Kim Ju-won 0 for 2 on the day. Flew out to center, flew out to right, and the 1-0 pitch. That's going to be a fly out to left, as he has completed the hat trick of outfield flies. That's going to bring up Davison. Park Sung-won gives up a homer every great once in a while. He's given up 2 on the season. He gave up 2 last year, 0 the year before, in very limited duty as he was coming back from military duty. So not a guy that gives up a lot of home runs, so we'll see what happens here. 1 for 2 on the day for Davison. A single, but was stranded, as every hitter has been stranded. All right, the 1-0 pitch. And pops him up. It's going to be trouble. And not able to grab it. And he will have himself another single. That was trouble as it was popped up. You had 3 guys going after it, but Wang Young-mook hits off of his glove as he tries to catch it running back over his shoulder. Did Davison run out of the box? That's just so slow developing. I can't believe he wasn't on second base. All right, here comes Chun Jae-won. He took over in left field. 292 on the season. Does have 3 home runs. And lays off of that 1-1. All right, the 1-1 pitch, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th, and that just catches the outside corner. Yeah, it's 1-2 now. All right. right, the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and that will end it with another runner left on base for NC. They've left 4 on now, and we will go to the 7th inning. They've had 4 hits. They've left 4 on base. They are now 0 for 6 with runners on base. Final line for Barria. 5 innings, 75 pitches, 52 for strikes, 3 hits, 0 walks, 4 strikeouts, and a goose egg in the old run column. His counterparts, E.J. Hawk, 5 innings, 92 pitches, 57 for strikes, 4 hits. One of those hits was a souvenir, though, and 3 walks ended his day early as 7 strikeouts, but those 2 runs were both earned. And we will go to the 7th inning now. There we go. Elsewhere around the league, SSG has taken a 1-0 lead. KT 4-1. And Lotte and LG tied up at zeros. I don't know why I have one thing says one thing and one thing says another. Kim Shi-hoon, 470 on the season, 3-4. 4 holds, 35 games, 103 and a third innings. He was a starter here and there. So we will see what happens here. Kim Shi-hoon. Lee Do-yoon will lead things off for Hanwha. He is 1 for 2, singled and scored on the 2-run shots by DJ Wan in his last at bat. And pulls the bunt, but pulls it back. It's in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Alright, the 0-1 pitch. And that's bounced in the dirt. It's 1-1. And that's also in there for strike 1 and 2. Lee Do-yoon uses his bat as a cane like an old man, but he's like 22 years old. And that misses, and that's 2 and 2. I'll give you some more stats because I love numbers. Kim Shi-hoon against Hanwha, 3 games, 1 hold, 8 and a third innings, no runs. And that's going to be a chopper in time. A very interesting choice there by the just gets him by a foot. Just gets him. All right. Welcome, Mary Kate. All right, EJ Wan. He is today's hero up until now. The 2-run shots is the current difference in today's game as he fouls the first pitch he sees off. And the second pitch, he chops to the third baseman, grabs it, the throw in time. I don't know why he was rushing so much. He forgot who was running. He had all day to throw, but apparently he wanted to be done before the sunset or the sunrise. Situational awareness, ladies and gentlemen. They are, and I'm sorry about your Kansas City Alliance. All right, Eugene Young steps in and swing and a miss there. It's 0-2. You sure that's not the KC Royal? The American Royal stench? The American Royal smell, I should say. All right, the 0-2. And that's going to be a chopper up the middle. Shortstop grabs it. The throw in time as it hits the edge of the grass and just dies. But that'll be 3 up, 3 down again. And we will go to the bottom of the 7th. I'm a Cardinals fan. I am from Missouri. Mary Kate, why do you keep putting money on all the rigged games? You gotta stop that. What do I got here? No, I got some cups over there. I got plenty of Cardinal stuff floating around everywhere. I quit watching. I actually because I'm working when the games are on. When I first moved here to Korea, I used to watch all the time. But I ended up quit watching because my work time is just not very good with the life of a MLB fan. So yeah, I used to have the MLB network, all of that, which is fantastic if you live outside of the US. I'm telling you, Mary Kate, I am a beast. It was a 20, because of all the offense, it was literally a 20 minutes why does that thing keep switching? It was a 20 minutes highlights video that I cut way down, and then then I cut it. I think I'm under 40 seconds. But Kim So-hyun on the mound, 3.38 ERA, 0-1, 7 holds, 31 games, 32 innings, 33 strikeouts, 33 walks. Yes, you heard that right. Strikeouts and walks are the same. Yes. Yeah, so Kimmy Jeep steps in. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Kim So-hyun, first pitch in there for a strike. I was back in 2017 was whenever I was back in the States. I went to two Royals games and then 1 Cardinals game. As that's Mrs. Inside. Most of my friends live in Kansas City area, so easiest to meet there, fly into the old international airport that's not an international airport. And that's in there for strike 1 and 2. The old Kansas City International Airport that has never once seen an international flight. All right, the 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss, and that's strikeout number 1 for Kim So-hyun as Kimmy Jeep goes down swinging. Second strikeout on the day for the third baseman. I went to Royals Orioles. Tried to see Kim Hyun-soo, but he didn't end up playing. And then I went to Cardinals Red Sox later. Thank you, Cam. And there we go, in there for a strike. So Kim Sung-wook 0 for 2 with a pop up to the third baseman and a ground out to the third baseman. Just misses outside, 1-1. Kim So-hyun last year was a rookie. I don't think he qualified. I don't know if he qualified or not, but is moved to the bullpen. Tried to start once, I believe. I stream all of the Hanwha away games. So tomorrow will be another stream. Then and it's around midnight, I think, your time. I don't know anymore with the sometimes it's daylight savings time, sometimes it's not daylight savings time. I don't know. But yeah, check it in. I'll be here every Hanwha away game, and then I'll also swing and a miss there, and I will also be doing the playoff games later once they start up, because obviously Hanwha is not going to make the playoffs. So, but yeah, you enjoy. I'll see you next time. All right, Do Tae-hoon steps in now. New South Wales. And that's outside. 1-0. Why is my buttons not working? Much easier for you. 1-0. 1-1 as Kim So-hyun is pitching fantastic today. He has struggled lately, but he is dealing today. It looks like he's got a ton of confidence and just attacking hitters. As he doesn't look like he can really control it, but he's just throwing so much harder than normally these guys see, that he's got such good movement on the ball that they have to guess the speed and the location, and they're not able to, as that one drops out, and it's 1-2. Sorry, 2-2. So Kim So-hyun wanted to started his career with the Eagles. I'm now thinking Cardinals. Started with the Eagles, and unfortunately did not start well. As the 2-2 swing and a miss, 3 strikeouts in this bottom of the 7th, and we'll go to the 8th. Hanwha's up 2-0. Big step up from Kim So-hyun there. So you're gonna have Kim So-hyun there in the 7th. Who's gonna come out in the 8th? Will Han Sung-hyuk come out in the 8th? He on Sunday he was hit the head with a comebacker. Lee Min-woo, will he play? Will he come out in the 8th, or will they send Kim So-hyun back out? The questions that you'll never know until it happens. But Kim So-hyun, his start to his Hanwha career was not good. Complained a bunch about not being able to get the number he had and other things. Then whenever he did play last year, he couldn't throw strikes. Earlier this year, he also couldn't throw strikes. His velocity was down, and he couldn't throw strikes. last year, once they made the ill-advised change, got rid of Subaru and brought in the Nepo baby, he couldn't throw strikes anymore. He was not only that, but he was also really missing his old pitching coach. He would write his pitching coach's number on the mound before he would pitch each time. And then starting this year, his velocity was way down. His command was even worse, and he got sent down, had to work on a bunch of things. But since the new pitching coach has come after the All-Star break, Kim So-yeon has been pitching pretty phenomenal. But Lee Jung-ho on the mound now, 4.98 or 4.59 ERA, 1-6 on the season, 2 saves, 8 holds, 61 games, 51 innings, 39 strikeouts. And we will see our first lefty of the day. And first person to face him is Gwon Gwang-min, and looks, it's ball 1. Big inning here, and would love to get some extra runs with Ju-Hyun Song will be pitching in the 9th, but he hasn't pitched in over a week. No, I guess he pitched Friday of last week. It was the only time he pitched, though. All right, the 2-2 or 2-0 in there for a strike, 2-1. Those of you watching at home can probably hear the beautiful Hanwha sounds, as that's outside, 3-1. Very famous Hanwha cheer. And that is ball 4, and he's walked for the second straight at bats. A leadoff walk from the first left-hander of the day. He's going to face another left-hander, Moon Hyun Bin. Right, Moon Hyun Bin steps in. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Single, walk, and a ground out to the first baseman. One sit foul in the air. Can you believe that? All right, after the bunt foul up into the air, it's 0-1. Cheon Sung is hanging out on deck, so he'll get to hit instead of Kim In-won. There we go. Right on cue. They must be listening to the old broadcast. And the 0-1 misses upstairs. 1-1. What? What? What do you want me to do? Couple guys warming up for NC in the bullpen. And the check over, and it's nowhere near in time. And fouls that one away, and it's 1-2. Again, the only runs from this day are the 2-run homer by the backup catcher. First home run in 2 years. Has not hit a home run since 2022. And the 1-2 pitch. That's going to be a single into left field. And Hanwha's got runners on first and second with nobody out. Their favorite thing in the world. Alright, Cheon-sung should be stepping in. Tomorrow's game has been moved to 5 p.m. finally. Finally, they listen and change the day. All the games have switched to tomorrow. All the games have been switched to 5 p.m. games. Much needed. There's no reason to be playing at 2 o'clock. Absolutely none. Alright, Cheon-sung will step in. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. Will they bunt? They will not, as he looks at strike one in there. 0-1. "19 home runs, looking for number 20. And the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Should have bunted him, as it's 0-2 already. All right, the 0-2 pitch misses outside. 1-2. I'm confused. The NC Dinos fans are singing Cheon-sung's songs while telling the pitcher to quit throwing balls and throw it in the strike zone. I'm so confused. She's in a Dinos uniform, he's in a white shirt. They got a whatever that dinosaur is in front of them. I'm so confused at everything there. All right, the 2-2, that's ball 3. And the second full count of the day for Hanwha. First one was a walk. That's different. That's ball 4. And Hanwha's got the bases loaded with nobody out. Same thing that they had on Sunday. They got a sacrifice fly and 1 run. Kim Tae-yeon steps in. I'm sure we're going to have another pitching change. Pitching change? No pitching change. All right. Kim Tae-yeon will step in with the bases loaded. Yes, it would. It would take away the sting of having to, watch the rest of the game. As that's... Wow. Just misses. Woo. All right, the 1-0 pitch. Catches the outside, 1-1. All right, the 1-1 pitch. Fouls it away, 1-2. Big thing here. Again, first and seconds, they usually don't score, but they usually bunt over. Now they decided to just go ahead and walk, and two guys on deck, and that's ball two outside, 2-2. As he's trying to figure out why he didn't switch him when Chan Sung came up. You've got every single Hanwha batter suddenly wanting to get into the batter's box. And the 2-2 swing and a miss at a pitch on the other batter's box. That was not a pretty swing. Nick, what's the opposite of noise? All right, well, John Jin Hyuk will step in. We'll see. John Jin Hyuk 0 for 3 on the day. Looks at strike one. 22 pitches, 22nd pitch coming up from Im Jung Ho. 0 for 3 on the day for John Jin Hyuk. 2 strikeouts and a 4-3 groundout. He does have some speed, so and that's outside. Be tough to hit a double play with him, getting him out at home. It's going to have to be a 6-4-3 or a 4-6-3 double play. And the 1-1 swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. All right, it's the 1-2 pitch. A slow chopper. That's going to be a 4-6. Not in time. Hanwha will score one. Like I said, it's going to be hard to double him up because he's got some speed. Too slow to come home. Tried to go for a double play, but John Jin Hyuk is way too fast for that. Only shot he had. And not even close at first. 2 down now, got one. All right, I'll wait for Nick and Mary Kate. And I'm not waiting anymore, as that's a strike down the middle, and it's 0-1. Wong Young Mook 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout swinging, a strikeout looking, and a line shot to the left, or the third baseman. All right, the 0-1 pitch. And slapped foul into the netting, and it's 0-2. Chegan Hanwha. All right, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Runners on first and third, 2 out after Hanwha had the bases loaded and nobody out. And that's slapped foul again. Well, the ball boy is showing the wheels, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody get us. That's what the coach is always using the stopwatch for. He's clocking the speed of the ball boy down the baseline. That's what it is. I always wondered, as that is going to be a pickoff coming home, outs. The Little League double steal fails again. Jesus. Couldn't go a whole game without just looking like a damn idiot in the dugouts. Could not possibly go the entire game without looking like a stupid idiot calling this crap in the dugouts. Impossible for him to manage an entire game without doing something stupid. It's like he's gambling on himself. Like, he puts money on, will this coach do something stupid today? And every single game he says yes, and then puts money on himself. Says every day I'm going to do something stupid. It's amazing. You got a guy with an 80% contact rate, 300 hitting, but you try a little league double steal. Yeah, do you hear the announcers? They're literally saying a play that they try so many times. Even the announcers are like, oh, Han Sung-hyuk is out there. I'm sure they're going to replay it, but yesterday he took Sunday took a shot to the head off of the bat of Yoon Dong-hee. Walked off on his own accord. Seems to be fine, I guess. And first pitch is in there for a strike. All right, the 0-1 pitch to Kim Hyung-jun, the catcher. All right, the 0-1 pitch misses 1-1. All right, 1-1 pitch misses upstairs, 2-1. Very interesting. interesting here. Han Sung-hyuk again Sunday was not pitching well, gave up 2 runs, but also a line drive back at him. He kind of deflected a little bit with his hand, but still hit him in the back of the head. He went off, walked off on his own, but back out, and that's going to be a ground ball. Moon Hyun Bin grabs it, throws 1 away. All right, Han Sung-hyun. Do they have a pinch hitter here? They will let him hit. All right, Han Sung-hyuk to Han Sok-hyun, and ball 1. Way upstairs, 2-0. All right, the 2-0 pitch. And chopped foul, 2-1. So they are going Park Song-won, Kim So-hyun, Han Sung-hyuk, and then Ju Hyun-song. One for 2 on the day with a double, and looks it's ball 3 outside, 3-1. Those of you counting and looking at home, Davison would be the number 4 hitter in this inning, as that is going to be a ground ball off of Ito Yoon's shoulder. He is down. It's going to be, I don't know, that's going to be an error. I would assume it's an error. But they may be like, oh no, he had to move to his left. They just talked about how good the defense on the infield was. What was he doing? Did they really give him a hit? Oh my god. Wow. Literally, he turns, it doesn't even try to field it. He turns and lets it hit him, and they give him a hit. Good lord. The KBO scorers are drunk. And so is the ball boy down the first base line as he misses that play also. Good lord. You cannot give him a hit. He literally turns instead of fielding the ball. All right, well, Park Min-woo 0 for 3 on the day, 330 on the season. Hopefully he is not due. It's 0-1 here, and he calls timeouts, and Han Sung-hyuk steps back off the backside. Unbelievable that was ruled a hit. I'm not giving him a hit. Hanwha gets an error on that, as that's misses inside, 1-1. Fouls that one away. It's 1-2. 2 big cuts, a rip foul, and then that one is back up to the netting right behind home plate. Park Min-woo is trying to get himself on base to cut this lead down. 1 out. Or the 1-2 pitch to NC's leadoff batter, and that misses upstairs, 2-2. 2-2 misses inside, 3-2, and now the count is full. Runner on first. Leadoff batter up. He had a full count earlier, but struck out back in the third inning to end the third inning with Han Seok-hyun on base. All right, the 3-2 pitch. And fouls that one again. I feel like this is the exact same at-bat he had in the third inning. And Han Seok-hyun doubled to put himself on base with 2 outs. Here, he singled. All right, the 3-2 pitch. That's going to be a single. And now they've got runners on first and second with 1 out. Kim Joo-won steps in. And Kim Joo-won with a fly out to center, right, and left. He can hit a few home runs. Keeping this offense down is not the easiest. He has 9 homers on the season. As he goes out, checks on him. Han Seok-hyun has not been pitching well the last few weeks. Kim Joo-won, 0 for 3 on the day, 254 on the season. Two home runs on the season. Woo! Runs that one in, and that is ball 1. Almost hits him in the back. Oh, it got him. It actually got his uniform. And we'll see if that plays. Comes back. It does not. All right, the 1-0 pitch. That's going to be another liner into center. And now you've got the bases loaded. You've got the bases loaded. And that'll be it for Han Seok-hyun. They're going to probably, I have to imagine, no? Yep, that'll be it for him. I imagine they're going to go to Joo Hyun-sung, the closer. Han Seok-hyun again struggles. I assume they're going to go to Joo Hyun-sung. I will be right back. right. Again, should have a pitching change. Yes, they're going to go to Ju Hyun Sung, Hanwha's closer. And, yeah, well, he's going to be facing, yeah. He's going to be facing Davison. Davison is 2 for 3 on the day already. 2 singles, sitting at 44 homers on the season. And as to say that this is the game, you know, you could probably say that. I'm going to say it. Ju Hyun Sung on the mound, 233 batting average against, 8 wins, 3 losses, 20 saves, 2 holds, 59 games, 65 and 2/3 innings, 60 strikeouts, 8 walks. He will give up a home run here and there. And instead, he just hits him. Wow. Well, I guess you don't have to worry about him hitting a grand slam if you just hit him. And I talked about this. Ju Hyun Sung has pitched, well, once in the last 10 days or so. He pitched 1 day last week. Oh, yeah. Last week he pitched once. 1 day. But, yeah, I mean, if you don't give up a grand slam to the best hitter on the team if you just hit him. I assume we're going to have a pinch hitter here. Alright, Soho Cho will be the pinch hitter here. And looks at a pitch right down the middle. Again, this all started from Guanidong hurt his back swinging at a pitch earlier. So he got taken out of the lineup. So now the 4 spot is kind of a pinch hitter spot. Bases loaded. 0-1 counts. Fouls that away. It's 0-2. Hanwha just loaded the bases with no outs, and they were able to get 1 run on a ground ball. And here, NC loads the bases with 3 straight hits with 1 out, and then gets hit. All right, the 0-2 pitch, Soho Cho, 280 on the season. Misses way upstairs, 1-2. Kenny, I almost feel like they tried to lose, though, if you looked at the starting lineup. All right, the 1-2 pitch sets up on the outside. And that's going to be a ground ball. 4-6-3 double play. The one thing you can't do, and that's the one thing they do, was they hit like doo-doo. And Hanwha gets out of it after a bases loaded with 1 out, bringing in the closer, who proceeds to hit the one guy that you're really worried about. Whether or not that was on purpose or not, well, you know, that's to be decided, I guess. But wow. Pinch hit, 4-6-3 double play. How do you feel if you're the guy that you got pinch hit for? right, lots of changes on the defense or on the defensive side. So the catcher is done. An Jung Yo will take over behind the plates. Wang Young Mook will step into the box and looks at ball one. Alright, the 2-0. Saho Chol is done. That's 3-0. All four walks him on 4 straight pitches, and Hanwha's got another leadoff batter on. Trying to get the rest of this stuff. All right, Ito Yoon steps in. Alright, I think I've got things situated and fixed now, and that's in there for a strike. Alright. Very important to bunts here. That is, gets the bunt down, and 1 out. And 4% chance gone. Still need a hit. That'll be it for him, as he will get a pitching change to bring in a righty. Another pitching change, so many pitching changes. Oh, let's see. Han Jae-sung will come in. Do they pinch hit here? Now would be a good time for Hanwha to pinch hit. So they've got the switch hitting Peraza on, where, you know, you could take advantage of this, where they bring in the righty. So again, Han Jae-sung, they bring in the right-hander to face Lee Jae-won, the right-handed hitting catcher. But they have plenty of left-handed bats on the bench. Not only do they have left-handed bats on the bench, but they also have 2 catchers on the bench. So they have their starting catcher on the bench, Che Jae-hoon, and they got their backup catcher, Jang Gyu-hyun. So here would be an excellent time to pinch hits. So Hanjae Sung, 4.22 ERA on the season, 1 win, 2 losses, 6 holds, 48 games, 42 and 2/3 innings, 43 strikeouts, 30 walks, and he wants one more pitch. Walks, walks, walks. The story of the day. So EJ Wan, he had the big 2-run homer, which is the difference in the game. 1 for 3 today with a ground out to the third baseman. And that's in there for a strike. Also flew out to right field. All right, the 0-1 pitch. Big, big, big game today. Way upstairs. Nice catch by that catcher. Wow. Han Jung Yol jumps, grabs it, spins around. Didn't even lose his face mask. That's talent right there, ladies and gentlemen. But now we've got a 1-1 pitch to EJ Wan, and that catches the top of the zone. 1-2. Just misses. Kenny, what's up with Lotte? Why the heck are they winning? All right, the 2-2 pitch goes down, fouls it away, and we'll have another one. All right, the 2-2 pitch. Way up, and that is at the people behind. And we've got ourselves a full count. That was a wake-up call. You might want to check the britches of the man above the Joinday, the Good Day Soju brand. The guy to the left of him, or sorry, to the right of him, I guess technically, it didn't move. But we've got a full count. The 3-2 pitch. Runners over at third base now, so a fly ball will score a run. That is a foul ball, but out of play. All right, once again, another 3-2 pitch. Lifts that one into the outfield. Grabs it. He's gonna come home with a sacrifice fly. He's got his third RBI of the day. And EJ Wan earning his keep on the day. The sacrifice bunts comes to fruition as courtesy of the wild pitch, and Ejin Young steps in and looks at strike one. That's lined right back up the middle, and Hanwha's not done yet. Guangmin now steps in and looks at ball one. Guangmin 0 for 2 on the day, but 2 walks. Scored one run, run number 3 for Hanwha last inning. And the 1-0. And that's in there for a strike, 1-1. Right, the 1-1, and that is rushed foul. 1-2. NC fans start heading out. They've got things to do. Lotte closer has the bases loaded in the 8th inning with a 1-run lead. It's just never, ever easy for him. All right, the 1-2 pitch fouls that one away also. Bring in the closer with 2 outs in the 8th and the bases loaded against LG. Wow, he caught it. Well done, Dad. All right, the 1-2 pitch once again, and pops that one up. That could be trouble. That could be trouble. Sliding catch by the left fielder. All right. Well, we'll go to the bottom of the 9th. That I said that was the bottom of the 9th, but it was definitely not the bottom of the 9th. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th. Hanwha put one more run on, and we've got. Well, Hanwha's got a 3-run lead. They've got their closer on the mound. He's already been out there, so we'll see what happens with the end here. Hanwha leaves another one on base. That's 7 on the base pass. Alright, we should be back. We're ready for the bottom of the 9th. Ju Hyun Sung already out there. He will be facing the 5, 6, 7 Kim Hee-ji, Kim Sung-uk, and Do Tae-hoon, with Hanwha with a 3-run lead as they've put 1 run on in both of the last 2 innings. 2 outs on 5 pitches. And that's strike one. Jimmy Jeep 0 for 3 on the day, 2 strikeouts, and a fly ball to the center fielder, and he will look to. Hanwha's gonna try to get him to strike out again, as that's in there for a strike also, and that's 0-2. Wasn't sure what they were gonna call that. All right. And lays off of that, and it's 1-2. Jian Song throws hard. Probably one of the best closers in the game today. But he hasn't pitched for so long. And that's in the dirt. And a reminder that his first pitch that he threw was a bases loaded hit by pitch. All right, the 2-2 pitch. Jian-sang Kimmy Jeep pops him up. Kim Tae-yeon under it. 1 away. Next up, Kim Sung-wook. 0 for 3 on the day also. 5-3 ground out. A pop up to the third baseman and a strikeout in his last at-bats. That's going to be a little slow hopper to the second baseman in time, and 2 away. And quickly, 2 away. 6 pitches, 2 outs. He's thrown 11 pitches and gotten 4 outs. All right, NC down to their last outs. They got Do Tae-hoon, who's already singled once today. 1 for 3, looks at strike one at the bottom of the zone, and it's 0-1. EJ Hawk on the day, 92 pitches, 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 homer, 7 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 2 runs given up. He is in line for the loss unless NC can score at least 3 runs before they get an out. And that's outside, 1-1. Barria got the 5 innings that I talked about in my preview show. 4 strikeouts, 3 hits, 75 pitches. His best starts in a couple months. And the 1-1 pitch in there for a strike. 1-2. NC down to their final strike. Do Tae-hoon 1-2. 1 for 3 on the day. Ju Hyun-sung, pitch number 15 of the inning. And fouled away. Sorry, 15 of the game and not the inning. All right, so another 1-2 pitch coming in after that fouled pitch. And low, 2-2. Trying to get him to chase down off the bottom of the zone. He's got 1 strikeout today, a fly out to left, a single, and a strikeout. As Guangdong's kids are dancing around as we watch that ball into the glove of Guan Guangmin, and that'll be it. And Hanwha gets the win, a 4-1 on some unlikely heroes, honestly. So Hanwha gets the win. It's been a while since I said that. They did win last week on Friday, unearned, but they get a win from a Barria start. That is the big thing. Barria, last win he had was a month ago, on the 17th of August. So Barria goes 5 innings, 75 pitches, 3 hits, no runs, 4 strikeouts, and EJ Wan comes up big with the 2-run homer. Basically, those two, the battery together, is the difference in the game. EJ Wan later added a sacrifice fly, so ends up being a 1-for-3 day with a homer and 3 RBIs. There was a little scary situation there in the 8th inning as Han Seung-hyuk came out and again struggled, loaded the bases with 1 out. But they went to the closer, Ju Hyun-sang, a little worried about him as, again, he hasn't pitched. He pitched on Friday last week. That was the only time he pitched last week. So he really hasn't pitched in a while. And he hasn't pitched a whole lot. Was able to hit the first batter. And again, obviously he's not throwing at him, but that's probably the best thing that could have happened in that situation. Because with Guangdong coming out of the game, their cleanup hitter was on the bench with a hurt back, which means their number 4 hitter wasn't going to be doing much. So Davison had already had 2 hits that day, 2 singles, but they were able to, I don't want to say able to, but hitting him, hitting the league leader in home runs, instead of letting him hit a go-ahead grand slam, give up 1 run instead of giving up 4. Not saying that they did it on purpose, but again, it's not the worst possible outcome that could have happened in that situation. But he was able to get himself back together and get the 4-6-3 double play by Soho Chol. The pinch hits ground into double play. The only double play on the day was the biggest defensive play of the day. And this was after Hanwha had the bases loaded in the top of the 8th. They were only able to score on a ground out that would have been a double play, but it wasn't hit hard enough. So they tried the double steal. So at that point, Hanwha had just wasted a big opportunity, bases loaded with nobody out, to put on runs. They were able to get 1 basically for an out, and then they tried the little league double steal thing that they always try, and it failed like it usually does. And then NC loads the bases with 3 straight singles. I say 3 straight singles, but the one was definitely an error. And but they only get the 1 run on the hit by pitch. So Hanwha able to get the victory. Again, when you're foreign pitchers on the mound, you should always think about getting the victory. They were able to get this victory. I believe tomorrow will be another bullpen day. I haven't heard anything about Moon Dong-ju coming back. Again, Hanwha's basically eliminated. Their tragic number is like 4 or something like that. So a combination of 4 Hanwha losses or 4 Doosan wins would be Hanwha being eliminated from the playoffs. So pretty much eliminated, not mathematically, but logically. So I can't imagine that they're going to bring him back, as he's dealt with shoulder fatigue twice already this season. So I have to imagine that he's just done for the season, which means it's going to be a bullpen game. Who's starting that bullpen game. I'm actually gonna think that it's the guy that they brought up today, Kim Sung Il, Kim Sung Il, Kim Sung Il, in the second league. He has 1 start. He's been pitching 2 innings or so. So I have to think maybe him if it's going to go to the bullpen game. So things are not looking good for tomorrow, which means, and then Yuanjin on Thursday. But they get the win today. They get the first game of the series, which means that they already have tied their amount of wins that they had last week. More than that, they also, that puts them 2.5 games up on NC in the standings, which means they're less likely to finish 9th, which is a big thing, at least for Hanwha fans, is they finished 9th last year, so if they can finish 8th this year, they're going to feel better about themselves. And Hanwha really wants that because they want all the new fans to go into the new stadium thinking that there's any slight amount of chance that they will make the playoffs. But anyway, so many people tuned in. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will be back tomorrow. They have switched the times for the games. It is not a 2 p.m. game like it was today. It had actually been Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and today. They have changed it. It is a 5 p.m. game tomorrow because of the heat. So I will be back tomorrow, 5 p.m. To bring you guys game 2. Thank you guys for tuning in, and until next time.
준비됐어. 지금 필요한 건 너와 나. 식어버린 네 심장도 다시 뜨겁게 해준 난 태양처럼 불타오르는 희망 모든 것을 던져 승리를 위하여 더 높이 날아 한화 이글스 더 멀리 날아 한화 이글스 모든 것은 준비됐어. 지금 필요한 건 너와 나. 식어버린 네 심장도 다시 뜨겁게 해준 난